to tell you a little bit about my story. So during my sophomore year of high school, my life took an unexpected turn. I was removed from my home and placed in my grandparents' home. But in the midst of all that, God was working in ways that I had not seen yet. That's when former teacher, Jake Green, invited me to church. At the time, it just seemed like another invitation. You know, I'd grown up in church, I'd have gotten invites, but but something called me to go that week. I realized that moment was a divine appointment. From that first visit, Jake connected me with the small groups that meet on Sunday afternoons. I started attending regularly, listening, learning, and engaging with others who genuinely had a heart for God. It was there that I realized I had always known about God, but I had never actually had a relationship with Him. I knew the stories, I knew verses, but I never really truly knew Him or had a relationship with Him. But that small group, that community, helped me see that faith wasn't just about knowing, it was about having a relationship with God. Over the next couple years, my relationship with God deepened. I wasn't just attending church, I was growing in my faith, alongside others. I got involved serving both inside and outside of church. Inside, I joined the worship team, and outside, I had the opportunity to go on a couple mission trips. And to think that it all started with an invite. Fast forward a couple years, I found myself on the other side of that invitation. I wanted to create a space for young adults to grow in their faith, just like I had experienced. So I invited a couple friends to start a Bible study. At first, it was just a small group, but then God did something amazing. These kids wanted to learn more, and they enjoyed this group. So they started inviting other people, and we started, just growing. We reached a Wilmington College, and from that small group, it started a Bible study called Ignite. A young adults Bible study that now meets here at the church Friday nights with around 15 to 18 people every single week. And once again, it all started with an invite. This reminds me of what Paul says in Romans 10, 14, and 15. Now, then, can they call unto the one they have not believed in? And now can they believe in the one to whom they have not heard? And now, can they hear without someone preaching to them? And how can anyone preach unless they are sent? As it is written, how beautiful are the feet of those who bring good news. The truth is, people can't know Jesus if no one introduced them to Him. They won't hear the gospel unless someone shares it with them. And sometimes, all it takes is an invitation. You never know the power of a simple invitation. For me, that invitation changed my life. To have a relationship with Christ, to serving, and to starting a Bible study that is now impacting others. So, I want to challenge you all. Who in your life needs an invitation? Who is waiting for someone to reach out, to welcome them in, to connect them to something greater? A couple strategies that I have used is when I started the group and when we really got that foundation growing, I went through my phone, and every young adult that I saw, I just sent them a message. And I was like, hey, we got a Bible study going. Would you like to come? And it can be that simple. So if that's a strategy you guys can use, or if you need more strategies, just talk to me after. But now that you know that, your invitation might change someone else's life. Thank you.